I love autumn. It's such a cozy and beautiful time of the year. All the leaves are changing, the colours are getting warm, oranges, reds, yellows, beautiful season. So I wanted to bring that inside the home by using some beautiful flowers, some gorgeous candles, and hopefully I can inspire you with my first fall autumn DIY video for this year. This one really uses some cozy undertones and just very simple, really cheap and actually budget friendly if you're on a tight budget. Just some great ideas that I hope to share with you. Please make sure you like this video and also comment below if there's any other DIYs that you'd like me to have a go at. I do DIYs for the home, DIYs for the garden, but this time of the year I like to stay inside if I can a little bit more to keep nice and warm and cozy, and I really hope that you get that vibe as well from this video. So I hope you enjoy, but please make sure you subscribe because I have lots of more videos on my channel and I've got lots more to come. So let's get started. So we're starting off with a really boring, old, rubbishy background. It's lost its magic, shall we say. So it's time to turn it over for the autumn. I've got some old flowers. I've got my beautiful candlesticks, which I actually made last year. I spray painted some old candlesticks I found in a charity shop. So let's get rid of these horrible flowers. They've gone awful, but they're actually still okay on the top. So we're going to recycle those and use those later. So I'm just going to start by clearing the area off, get rid of everything that's already there, and we're going to give it a really nice tidy up, clean up the space, wipe up the area to make sure it's all nice and fresh to start with. So now that we've cleared the space, everything's wiped up, looking fresh and clean, I'm going to now add in my homemade, home painted candlesticks back into the mix because I feel like they're still quite autumnal, but we're just going to change them up a little bit. Now to go along with the candlesticks, I actually spray painted a cake stand, an old cake stand to match, which I think looks great. And then just to add a little something, I'm going to pop on 2 recycled jam jars, which I'll use for candles later. Now I'm just grabbing some little jam jars filled with some water, and you can see I've brought those manky old looking flowers back into the mix. So what I'm actually going to do is recycle these flowers because even though the bottoms have gone a little bit manky, the tops are still okay. So I'm going to snip off in areas where they're okay, and you can see I'm just stripping off the bottom of the leaves, and that's the bit that prevents it from going mouldy. If you get rid of the old manky leaves, it prevents the rest from going mouldy, which means that these can be recycled and they will last a little bit longer in these flower jars. And the great thing is I've tried to recycle as much as I can. So the candlesticks are recycled, the cake stand, which is going to be a candle holder, also is recycled, the jars on top of the candlesticks are recycled, and the jars that I'm using for vases are also recycled, and now I'm recycling the flowers as well. So far this is budget friendly, it's really good as far as I'm concerned for the environment. I love recycling as much as possible. So I'm just going to keep on snipping away at these little flowers and stripping off the leaves as I go, and I'm going to make up a few little posies inside these cute little jam jars. And I tried to do different size jam jars just to mix it up, make it look a little bit quirky, a little bit fun, and I'll keep on going until I get quite a few, just enough to fill up the whole of my display, really keeping it nice and autumnal. So now I've got plenty of these gorgeous little posies. The flowers that I've used are actually asters. I'm going to remove the old vase, clean it, and bring it back in to fill with fresh flowers. I picked these gorgeous hydrangeas up from my local florist down at the market, and all I'm going to do is strip off all the leaves from the stems to keep those stems lovely and clean and fresh looking. All you have to do is just give them a good tug and they come off really simply, no problem whatsoever. Now I'm not actually going to put these in water because if you leave hydrangea stems out of the water, they stay for a long time, so they don't die, they just dry, and actually the colour becomes more intense and more faded, which is going to look fantastic not only for the autumn but also when I transition into our Halloween display. So I'm just going to fill up my vase. I only needed 4 hydrangeas to fill this vase up. It's such good value for money. And now I'm going to start playing around with my little posy jars that I made up earlier, putting them into position, really spread out that colour. Okay, so we've got our ruby reds and our beautiful deep purples. Now we're adding a pop of orange in. Now this plant is called the coral bead plant, also known as Natera. Picked this up from my local garden centre. It was only about $2.99. Sometimes you can find them for $3.99. They're such a lovely little plant, and again they will last throughout the whole of the autumn inside the home. Now I found this beautiful candle. I bought 2 of them, and they were actually from a supermarket, Aldi. Really good value for money, and they smell divine. They literally smell cosy and sweet like the autumn. I also picked up these gorgeous little pumpkins. They are faux pumpkins from the garden centre too, so again adding a pop of orange into the display. Okay, so to really give this an autumnal feel and also smell, I'm adding in little sticks of cinnamon. I picked these up from Hobbycraft, a cute little package, and there's plenty just to pile together to make it look really rustic and smell fantastic. I'm also popping in these cute little apple flavoured tea lights. Now, I've found some more aster heads left from my previous display. I've just taken off the stems completely, and I'm just placing the heads through the display. Now these will dry, so you can leave them out, but the heads look lovely and they've just dried off a little bit. The red goes really deep and really rustic. So now it's time to get cozy, and I'm going to start lighting all my pretty candles through my display. And that is it, we are done. We have a beautiful autumnal display. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and also comment down below if there's any other DIYs that you'd like me to do. I'll see you soon.